Entrepreneurs. It's Michael Moore with Argent Place Law, the law firm for entrepreneurs. This is the second part of a multi-part series of videos where we're talking about the dust-up and trademark rights between Megan Rapinoe's company called Together, spelled with an X in place of the second E, against Dwayne Johnson's company, the revived XFL. So we mentioned that Rapinoe is complaining that the XFL is infringing her trademark, and that's an opportunity for us to understand more about trademark and trademark application. Let's get right into it. As we mentioned in our previous post, Megan Rapinoe claims that she has some exclusive intellectual property, and those rights to that intellectual property are being violated by the XFL's new logo. That was reported in many places. For example, you can find it in the New York Post on April 8th of 2022. Well, those rights, if any, come from the intellectual property called trademark. So it's interesting to look through the federal trademark applications and find Rapinoe's company, her trademark application for this interesting looking X. But how are we going to start doing that? That's the subject of this post, how to search the Trademark Office's large database for specific trademark applications. So to do this search, the first thing you have to do is go to the webpage for the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to start your search. That's USPTO.gov. So you might do that on the side while you're listening to and watching this video and follow along, and we'll learn a lot about trademark by looking through this application. When you go to that website, you'll get a page that looks something like this. The image here in the middle will be probably different depending on what day, week, or month you actually go to the website, because the Trademark Office, Patent and Trademark Office, often changes that photograph. But you'll see that there's two parts to this website, the patent side and the trademark side. The patent side has a lot of information that we're not interested in. We want to go to the trademark side. So if you hover your mouse over the word trademark in this navigation, you'll see there are a lot of places you could go, but we're mainly interested at this point in searching trademarks. So hover over and then click on the link that says searching trademark, which will take you to this page. Right at the top here, you see this search for the trademark database. Now it says that before you apply, you should search the USPTO's trademark database, but we aren't actually applying right now. We just want to review certain trademarks to learn more about the trademark application process and what is the status of the trademark applications by our two protagonists, Megan Rapinoe's company called Together, spelled with an X, and Dwayne Johnson's company at the XFL. Notice that there's a link here called Trademark Electronic Search, and there's another one here called Search Our Trademark Database. Click on either the link or the button. Both of them take you to the same place. The web pages for the Trademark Office contain lots of links, like this link here for likelihood of confusion, this link here for tips. There's a lot of tutorial information that the Trademark Office gives you. It's one of the best government websites I've ever encountered. Well, we are interested in basically searching for a mark using the Trademark Electronic Search System, which is called TESS. The very first link here is basic word mark search, parentheses, new user. That's us. That's where we want to go to. So click on that link. This page is a simplified kind of search. There are other searches available, some of them available through these links up here in the blue, structured search and freeform search. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, but we want to try the simplest possible thing, see how far we can get. Just a few words about some of the buttons and radio buttons here in this area. First, the default plural and singular is always good to start with. What is live and dead versus live or dead? This refers to whether an application or trademark is actually live. Sometimes it's interesting to actually look at the ones that have expired. They've been abandoned or they were never completed, because you can learn something by the information that on those trademark applications as well. Well, we're only interested in a live trademark, so we'll click the live radio button. In here, we would type in our test, the information we want to search on, and then we will hit the search query. This is a button that has several options. Mainly the default is what we're looking for. We just want to type in a word or series of words here. So what do we want to search for? Well, the most obvious thing is we might want to check what are the trademarks that have the letter X. That's, after all, the issue that's at stake here is the two companies that use the letter X. Let's see what happens if we try that. We'll type in an X. Doesn't matter whether it's uppercase or lowercase. I've chosen the combined word mark as the default field here is perfect. Submit the query. Oh my, this page has a lot of information on it. Let's just see what grabs our attention first. The first thing I see is there are over 12,000 records. Only 50 of them are on this page. You can scroll down and see 50. Down here in the little bitty buttons at the bottom, you can get the next ones on the list and the previous list as well. 50 at a time, searching 12,000 records. That is amazing. Now, the next thing I see in this list is there are a lot of entries that contain much more than just the single X I was looking for. This kind of search that we're doing is going to produce all kinds of entries that include the letter X. Of course, here's one that's an X by itself. There's another one. There's another one. Oh my gosh, there's all these different applications for trademark that have the letter X by itself. There's another thing I want to point out is there's two columns here, one called serial number and one called reg number. So serial number is given to each application. A registration number is given to actual trademarks that have been approved. Notice you would hope that these are in reverse chronological order, that is, the most recent ones at top. That's fairly consistent. However, it's not exactly right. If we click on any one of these, we'll see more information. I'll do that in a minute. But notice none of these entries have a number in the registration column. They're merely applications. Let's see what happens when we go to the next page. Even on the next page, there are many, many applications that haven't received a registration yet. Well, it's a lot to look through, and I wouldn't encourage you to do this. However, I've searched through this myself, and I believe it's this one right here that gets us to the trademark application for the XFL. This is the competing trademark application that Rapinoe was complaining about. It was filed on April 4th of 2022. Well, there's so many applications here. This is going to be a big job to try to find the one for Megan Rapinoe's company. We don't even know when it was filed, and that wouldn't even be helpful just searching through this table because this doesn't show the dates. So we have to have another strategy. So here's my suggestion. Let's back out of this by using the back button on your browser. Do it again and go back to this page and choose a different search. Well, we do know the apparent name of Megan Rapinoe's company. And we should type that in here together. Again, it's a word mark, and we want to look at only the live ones. And let's hope we get lucky and we find something. There is an entry using that name, and here is the name of the company. We never would have known that. Scrolling down, we see owner applicant is AXM LLC, a limited liability company. I will go into the information, other information on this once we get up closer to the X that we're looking for. But it's valuable to know the name of the company that applied for this. Maybe they applied for the X as well. So let's back out of this one. Instead of typing in the name of the mark, let's type in, so instead of typing in the name of the mark, here, let's type in the name of the company. Now we have to change, this is no longer looking for the mark, but looking for the owner. Select the owner. We're looking for AXM as an owner and see what other marks AXM has applied for. There we go. We found it. There's an X and there's the together. We don't know what this is, TGXR, but it's probably something related to that company. Let's look at this X. By clicking on it, this row of the table will be taken to that page that describes this mark. Well, there we have it. This page has all the description we want. I want to go over this, but already this post is too long, so I'll do it in the next post. I'll describe what this information means and how we can delve even deeper into this application. So there we have one possible strategy for searching for trademark from famous brands. Next time I'll reveal more about what you find when you get the mark that you're looking for. In the meantime, remember, this is Argent Place Law, the law firm for entrepreneurs, where we have a vision that there should be a successful entrepreneur in every household, and we believe entrepreneurs will save the world, and Argent Place Law wants to support you. So send us an email at SaveTheWorld@argentplacelaw.com, and we would love to connect with you that way. Thanks for listening.